Let's fucking go, Jahan. I don't know why we're throwing that stupid shit to the corner. If we do it three, okay, pop back and catch. First of many, baby. First of many.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Still going with the generic intros here, guys. Anyways, why we are on a voiceover, why this sounds so bad, you may ask. We lost the first 2 seasons worth of audio, guys. Quite unfortunate. However, it has been so long since I posted. I wanted to get this video out for you guys and done. So we're going to push through it regardless. What you guys are seeing in the background is clips from the 2 seasons that we missed. I will be recapping it in just a second here, but I want to say, if you guys do enjoy this type of content, to leave a like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow tremendously. I'm only saying that now because we only have 100 subscribers. We continue to grow every day, and the support is much loved. Also, don't forget to let me know if you guys want to see more of this content in the future. That way, I can post more of it. But with that being said, guys, I hope you do enjoy the video. Have a great day, y'all. The 2023 season would be a developmental year for the Washington Commanders, selecting Drake Maye with the 2nd overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. They would go into the 2nd round and pick right guard Zach Frazier. And then in the 4th round, the only other notable player would be Chow Smith-Wade, a cornerback. Wrapping up our offseason, we would send Jonathan Allen and Kendall Fuller to the Lions for Aiden Hutchinson, a star left end in the NFL. We would finish the season 7-10, setting us up for another good draft pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The 2024 offseason would hold major additions for the Commanders roster, notable players being Jalen Waddle, Greg Newsome, Paulson Adebo, and Ernest Jones. Major pieces to both the offense and defense in which we severely lacked. Notable players from the 2024 draft include Tyler Pollard, Teddy Fant, and Luke Jones, all franchise-changing pieces that you guys will see in the future. That wraps up our recap, guys. Little long, but worth it for the amount of time we actually lost. So let's just hop straight into where we left off.
For the end of that last season, we were less than enthusiastic. We were tired, but we are back. We are rolling at the 2025 season recap. Patrick Mahomes, MVP. Jared Verse of the Falcons, DPOY. Interesting stuff. Of course, nobody on our team gonna get an award. Although our wide receiver did win Rookie of the Year, which is absolutely amazing to see. Drake Maye had a phenomenal year once again. 31 touchdowns to 17 interceptions, 4,316 yards, a 99 passer rating. Still needs to clean it up. Only a second year though. Brian Robinson took a step back in terms of yards and touchdowns this year, which is all right. Not the worst thing in the world. Tyler Pollard, Tony Pollard's brother, 16 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, was an absolute beast. Waddle, of course, didn't really produce as much as I wanted him to, but with these two getting 1,000 plus yards, 16 touchdowns is absolutely ridiculous. Defensively, Patrick Queen going to lead in solo tackles. Almost 100 there. We're not going to go through the whole list. TFLs, Aiden Hutchinson, of course, going to lead in sacks as well. Austin Booker taking a big jump, 9.5 sacks, 12 TFLs, as well as Darren Payne, 8 sacks and 13 TFLs. We have a really good defensive line building here. Our offensive line has been really good. We finished 7-10 on the season, so not the worst. Same record as last year. We should have a top 15 pick. We'll see what we can do with that. We're not going to have a whole lot of money in free agency this year to make moves. We kind of spent most of it last year. We'll see what we can do. We're going to hop into re-sign players, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Free agency, huge bust, guys. We're not going to waste any money on any of these players. We're going to see who we need to re-sign next year. Probably Hutchinson, I think. I believe he has to be re-signed next year. So we're definitely going to save that money. We're going to see what we can do in the draft to improve. We are an 87 overall team. I'm sure that'll fluctuate in between this year. Let's head on over to the draft. See what pick we have here. I want to target linebacker, but with our first round pick, we don't necessarily need to do that. We could trade out of the first round. We could see how valuable that is, completely depending on what pick we get. Remains to be seen right now. Whoops. Looks like this should go through right here. Make it official. We're going to be trading our 9th pick for Dallas Turner, a left outside linebacker who is X Factor, out of Caleb, William, and Drake Maye's draft class. We're going to have to pay him in a few years. Not too worried about that. Going to be an elite edge rusher for us. We do have 2 picks in the second round now. Can make work of that. We need a left tackle still. And that's about it. I mean, I can look around at other positions. Maybe a middle linebacker. But I think we're pretty set. Maybe more cornerback depth never hurts to have. We could use another receiver, very possibly. Let's see who falls here into the second round. Another left outside linebacker. We could look to potentially go with one of them and trade Jermaine Davis. Would not be a bad idea. Draft recap. That cornerback was... Oh no, I think he was hidden dev. Yeah, 76 overall hidden dev. Very cool to see that wide receiver. Only a 72, but should develop quite nicely. We'll see if we can re-sign Hobbs this year. Or not Hobbs. I'm looking at Hobbs. Dobbs. I'm not even... Who am I thinking of? Dotson? Maybe? God, I can't even remember. Other than that, that left outside linebacker we took was a hidden dev, however, 69 overall. So not going to be super impactful to start out here. We're not going to be doing a super long rebuild, so we'll see if he even gets to the point. Let's head into next year. Let's see what we got rocking for a roster before we send you off into the shadow realm, guys. We are in preseason, so it might not show everything, but we are looking absolutely beautiful. Not even sure if I completely showed these dev traits. Excuse me. Of course, Pollard, going to be X Factor, won Rookie of the Year, was a huge piece of last year's team. 16 touchdowns. Very well deserved. Luke Jones just straight up got superstar. Didn't even go up in trait. He just literally had it. So absolutely beautiful. Was a monster of a take by us. On the other side of things, nobody else went up in dev. That rookie cornerback looks really good. I'm not going to lie. Patrick Queen did go down. Other than that, we're looking really good on this side of the ball. We're going to have to re-sign Darren Payne this year. I think the only other notable re-signing would be Jahan Dotson this year. And pretty much everybody else should be locked up. I don't know if Hutchinson needs to be re-signed as well. We're going to go ahead and re-sign him. I think it's Hutchinson and Payne both have to be re-signed, which is huge money there. So I'm going to bring you guys back once I get to the end of next season. Unless, of course, anything huge happens during this season, we make any trades. I don't think we will. Payne could get traded, but we might just show you in the offseason. I hope I get a playoff chance to show you guys. Otherwise, this will be a whole 10-minute video of me just not making the fucking playoffs. So we're going to start simming this, and I will see you guys at the end of 2027, 2026, one of those years. Not have gone any better for us. We go from one of the worst teams in the NFL to one of the best, being 13-4. Don't know where that stands for us in terms of the entire NFL. However, we get the first seed out in the NFC. We were the best team in our conference. We were the best team in our division. We had a very, very good year. We are up to an 88 overall team. We look absolutely amazing. I've been sitting here doing upgrades this whole time, stacking this team just so we can have a lot of fun here. Drake Maye, absolutely insane season. 4,500 yards, 33 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, and 112 passer rating. Took a big step this year. We really needed him to clean up those interceptions. Had a great passer rating. Needs to get those completions up just a little bit more, but overall, pretty good. Pretty good things. Took 33 sacks. Not really sure where that would rank in the NFL, but I think that is somewhat low. I think we had a pretty good offensive line this year. Rushing, Brian Robinson going to continue to do his thing with 18 touchdowns and 944 yards. Not bad by any means. We might have to look for a new running back in the future. He is now about 28 years old, I think. So, gonna start to digress soon. Also, hasn't produced, top tier production for us. We could always find somebody better. Tyler Pollard, face of this franchise at this point. I'm sorry, Jalen Waddle. We signed you for almost no reason at this point. Tyler Pollard, 17 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. Absolutely ridiculous. He's going to continue to be one of the best wideouts in the NFL. Michael Mayer should take the jump to X Factor after this season. 98 catches, 8 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. And then Mr. Waddle, who we signed for a bag. Only 800 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not taking lightly, or I guess not taking well to this second receiver type of thing going on there. I don't know. We might have to look to move on from him, though. Patrick Queen, 98 solo tackles. Ernest Jones right behind him with 95. However, look at this stat line. 4 interceptions, 13 deflections for Patrick Queen. He was an absolute monster. We should see him jump right back up to superstar where he was before. And we're hoping we can get Ernest Jones to star. It'd be good to see. He is still somewhat young, so we'll be holding on to him for a while. Sacks, Aiden Hutchinson, Dallas Turner, and Austin Booker combining for what is that? About 30, 40 sacks, something like that. Ridiculous stuff from all three of them. TFLs did their things. Darren Payne there doing his thing as well. Couldn't ask much more from them. Outstanding year on the defensive side of the ball. Not a lot of takeaways, but 4 from Queen, 3 from Newsome, 2 from Curl and Forbes, and the rest of the squad picking up the slack. Overall, very, very good year offensively and defensively. Took an unreal jump from 7-10 to 13-4. And now we begin our playoff push. All right, our first ever playoff series, guys. I like to super sim this. I'm probably going to cut out the whole super sim unless it's interesting, you know what I mean? But usually these are pretty quick to start off. So, not too much going to be going on there. And I will probably see you guys at the end of this game. And oh my god, Tyler Pollard playing up to a 90 overall at this point. Real quick, let me just show you guys the roster for the playoffs, even though you guys already saw it pre-season. Everybody is fully upgraded to this point. As you can see, 89 defense, 88 offense. I think we started out this year with an 88 defense, but the offense taking huge jumps because of this morale. Drake Maye up to a 96. Pollard up to a 90. Mayer up to an 86. So look at this offensive line. We've built an absolute great thing up here. Defensively, couldn't ask for anything better. We have 90s at every position pretty much. Cayman Curl playing up there. Dallas Turner playing up to a 91. Absolutely monstrous. Paulson Adebo, 87. Greg Newsome, 90. even our younger cornerbacks playing up pretty well. So all good stuff around here. Even if we look at our special teams, Bucker, superstar, 87. Ryan Stonehouse, 86 overall. Monster kicker, monster punter. Let's go ahead. Let's super sim this. I've been yapping too much to start this one. There, we intercept. We are up 42-17. We're going to go ahead and absolutely smoke the Cowboys in this one. All right, we're matched up against the Rams. Aaron Donald, who is retired in real life, still going, kind of scary. They did grab the best tight end out of the draft last year, and it looks like he's at least superstar or X Factor. Not really sure who their QB is out in LA right now. I'm sure it's some crazy auto-generated QB. 34-21. God, I'm fumbling over my words today. 28-34. We're going to kneel this thing out. First down. Drake Maye. Kneel. A little bit of a scary game. We're going to be moving on to our first Super Bowl appearance. Always the goal. Let's fucking go. Well. There's no other team I expected to face in the Super Bowl other than the Kansas City Chiefs. Did they complete their three-peat? They won it here. Did they? 2022, 2023? No, they did not. Beautiful things to see from the Eagles stopping them in 2024. I completely forgot about that. They haven't been back to the Super Bowl in 2 years. I'm a huge Patriots fan. If I have not said that yet during this sim. So, of course, this would absolutely warm my heart. Drake Maye, get it done, baby. Let's get into this. We've had a phenomenal season up to this point. It would absolutely warm my heart to have a great game against this team as we go down 7-0 to start this thing. Not good. We're going to see what the offense can bring to start 7-7 to start this game. We're going to go up 14-7. We already know the Chiefs are way too good to let that lead slip into anything, and we allow them to score a touchdown before half because stupidly we don't punt the ball. Big mistakes like that against Patrick Mahomes' teams is what loses us the ball game. We go up 23, actually make that 24-21. 3rd and 15 never matters against the Chiefs. 4th and 5, we make them punt. Looks like they're going to make us punt as well. This could be a big play here. On the 16-yard line. Let's go ahead. Let's check out if we can push this a lead up. What would we be up? 10? If we can score this, we could be up 10. Maye. Who just dropped the pass? Brian Robinson dropped a wide open pass. Wow. That's why we said we might be getting rid of you, Drake Maye. Oh my God, dot. A big gain. Wow, what a dot to Waddle on the run. Maye, 3rd and 4 here. You don't get to go for a touchdown, but oh my God, a beautiful throw once again. Let's just keep watching. I don't know why we're throwing that stupid shit to the corner. If we do it 3, okay, pop back and catch. Tyler Pollard, our stud receiver out of last year's draft, making a huge difference for this franchise. Gentlemen, for that one. 1st and 10. No lead is safe around the Chiefs, of course. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It is 28-31. All they're going to need is one stop against us. And they're not going to get it. We're going to kneel this one out, guys. It was bound to happen. Let's enjoy it while it's here. First of many, baby. First of many. '26 season recap. We are the Super Bowl champions. Our first one of this sim. Of course, no yearly awards to us, which is completely okay. We won our ultimate goal. Drake Maye, Super Bowl MVP. Should be very interesting to see who hops up in dev here. Let's go ahead. Let's hop over to re-sign players. We're going to have to bring back Darren Payne. We're probably going to tag and trade him. Excuse me. That is the most likely option. He's going to be wanting a lot of money. Obviously, we're going to accept the option on Dallas Turner, on Drake Maye here. Both going to need them to come back eventually. Darren Payne, though, only wants $9 million. Oh, $23 million cap hit. Hot damn. We're probably going to let him go to free agency here. We're just going to let him walk. Jahan Dotson doesn't want that much money. We'll go ahead and give him a cool little 3-year deal. He likes it. He's going to come back. Other than that, everybody else can walk. We're not going to need any of these players back. Darren Payne, huge thank you to you for your, 9 years of service on this team. You were a huge piece over these past few years. Let's head to free agency and see if there's any. I mean, we got 41 mil. We can really sign anybody we want to. This team is very stacked, and we haven't lost pretty much anything. Now, all right. Don't know if that was stupid or not. Maybe it was. I didn't really feel comfortable picking with this pick. Definitely maybe could have got a little bit more draft capital out of it. But I'm not going to be super mad. We get a superstar halfback. Going to be taking over in place of Brian Robinson. I love Brian Robinson, but we just are going to need somebody new eventually. So I'm going to go ahead and try and pick up some depth in this draft. It is set for the year 2027. Our 4th year of sim. We're looking absolutely amazing. Couldn't ask for a better team at this point. Honestly, our line's still developing just a little bit. Cosme does hit star. He ended up winning lineman of the year, which is absolutely beautiful. So we all have star here. They're going to continue to develop quite nicely. Maye, of course, going to jump up to X Factor, as we all knew. Does it in the KC offense every time. Patrick Queen going to go back up to superstar. We also pretty much guessed that one. Came in curl. Almost a 90 overall. Has been great for us. Greg Newsome, of course, has been a beast as well. Not too much to say about this team. We're going to have Booker rushing our left end this year. We're going to have Hutchinson actually rushing D tackle, of course, because Fant is a run stopper. But yeah, this is going to be the team for the quest for back-to-back rings here. I'm going to be simming up the season. You guys already know the drill. I will catch you in the recap. But we're not going to be at the recap right away. We're going to be in the playoffs again. Let me not jinx that. We have a pretty tough schedule to start. Atlanta, KC, Dallas. We'll see how we do. I'll catch you guys then for winning the Super Bowl, guys. I'm not even lying to you. This is how bad Madden loves to absolutely troll me. There's no forced losses here. We were what were we before week 8? We were 0-7, 0-6 at week 8. We went 5 wins, I believe. We only lost quite a, oh no, we did not have a win at week 8. Maybe I didn't sim I don't think I simmed week 8 yet. I can't. I can't with this game. I can't. We go from Super Bowl right back to 7 wins. Drake Maye, 4,600 yards, 40 touchdowns on the year. He had another amazing year. Straight up, 40 touchdowns, improved again. Rushing, Ben Pointer by no means had a bad season. Basically what Bijan or Brian Robinson did for us. Michael Mayer and Tyler Pollard, 15 and 12 touchdowns combined for 27 touchdowns. Even Jalen Waddle had 5. I'm really not understanding where or what went wrong for this team this year. Aiden Hutchinson having 9.5 sacks is a little concerning. Dallas Turner, we had pretty good interceptions for the most part. Uh, Good solo tackles. What was even really our problem this year? I have no idea. I can't even fathom what is so wrong with this team. Somehow our defense was just one of the worst in the NFL. Makes complete sense. We're going to the off season. We're not going to have any money to re-sign players or sign players, I don't think. Even though it says we have 50 million, I know how much cap some rookies are going to take up for us. Not rookies, but players that were rookies at one point. Whatever. Um, Chargers win Super Bowl. Okay. Sure, Madden. Um, this is our year off. This was our 1 year in between that we lose, just like the '01 Patriots or the 2000 Patriots. Re-sign players. We have 22 million. Of course, we're gonna accept the option on Tyler Pollard. Emmanuel Forbes gonna go to free agency. Mike Betts gonna accept his option. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Chow Smith Wade. Interesting. We could bring him back. We don't really need to at the moment. How old is Newsome? 28, 29, and 27. I guess we could bring him back on an extended deal if he even wants to come back at this point. We'll give him a 5-year deal. He's excited to come back and stay with us. Other than that, we should have 17 mil to possibly sign somebody in free agency. We'll even see if anybody's good over here. Because free agency's been kind of tragic so far, I'm not going to lie. Yes. More tragedy from free agency. Xavier Leggett, not a bad player. Just nobody we really need. Maybe we go back after Emmanuel Forbes, but he's not even going to be worth the contract. We're going to re-sign Drake May and Dallas Turner next year. So it remains to be seen if we can do that. We're probably going to have a top 10 pick this year in the draft. Just what I wanted. Just what we were aiming for. I could not be happier, guys. This is exactly what I wanted. Start up the draft here. Even see who's at the top. I didn't do scouting. We're at pick 12. Not the worst thing in the world. We could look to trade out of it again. Or we could look to pick a player here. If there's anybody insane. All right, first trade we do is for Gabe Davis and a second round pick from the Bills. We're going to be moving on from Jalen Waddle. Think it's kind of the smart idea to do both him and Gabe Davis. I think are only 1 year apart, maybe the same age at this point. Yes, they are. But Jalen Waddle making almost like 18 million more. So we're going to look to move on from him. Pretty clear-cut thing to do. Jalen Alford could need to be re-signed, so might not look at picking him up. Probably going to go after a corner, though. Martin Emerson, only 27 and 86 overall. Doesn't need to be re-signed is the only question. 3-year deal. Not bad, not bad at all. Honestly, if we can get a little more value out of this as well, we will trade for him. Nick Cummings, definitely don't need him. Norman George. If we could do something like this for Jalen Waddle, Browns, we can work with you. We'll take the second round pick out, of course. That gets it extremely close. We're about one thing off here. Go ahead, throw in a 7th down here. Should get us even closer. Whew, almost jinxed myself. Double 7ths. Okay, they're going to be real greedy. Let's go ahead and throw in a 6th. Take out this 7th. They couldn't be any more greedier. All right, 2 7th-round picks and a 6 with Jalen Waddle. We're going to get Martin Emerson Jr. and this superstar left tackle. Now, if he has to be re-signed anytime soon, we might just end up trading him again. We can see what's at our picks in the 2nd round. I don't know. You guys might just get a skip at this draft recap. We actually hit on a good amount of players here. Ridley, 76 overall, and Parsons, 77. These are all hidden dev players, which is absolutely beautiful to see. More development, more depth on this team, the better. Hopefully we don't just stink the fucking bed up again this year. We're a 90 overall team. I'm sure that'll drop a little bit, and it doesn't. I would say I have high expectations, but the way Madden just did me was unreal. So coming into next season, I'm kind of expecting fuck. I don't even know what I expect. I'm gonna set my depth chart. You guys already know the team. I didn't even see if anybody went up in dev after last year. I don't think anybody should have. Nobody had an amazing year. Go ahead and reset this depth chart real quick. Gabe Davis will not be our number 1 receiver. Pollard should be up to a 90 overall at this point, which is going to be absolutely ridiculous. We'll upgrade him in a second. I'm not going to do that on this here. I'm just letting you guys look at the team. Patrick Queen jumping up to X Factor. That is something that is unreal for us. Derek Forrest also jumping up to star, which is very, very cool to see. Other than that, Dallas Turner up to a 94. Aiden Hutchinson dropping down to star. We should be able to get him back up. Kind of unfortunate. The worst he's done for me in a sim so far. Everybody else looking really good. Our offensive line looking absolutely monstrous. So with that being said, guys, let's just hope Madden doesn't troll too bad this year. Just like the 0-1 Patriots. Let's see if we can finish this thing up, guys. 15-2 on the 2027 season. Drake Maye went absolutely nuts. Of course, Patrick Mahomes gonna win another MVP. It's Patrick Mahomes. What are we gonna do about it? Drake Maye, though, continuing to improve, has been insane. Rushing, Ben Pointer, 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, improved a lot this season. 3 fumbles, so got to clean that up, but only his 2nd or 3rd year in the league, so out of Boston College, too. Shout out Tyler Pollard, whatever you want to call him, another 1,400 yards and 16 touchdowns over his short 14-year career. He's only had 1 season under 12 or under 16 touchdowns. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely insane. He's found the end zone a total of 61 times throughout his career. He's on track to become top in touchdowns by the time he finishes, definitely. In terms of defense this year, Aiden Hutchinson, another quiet year. Not really sure why he hasn't been doing as good as I wanted him to. Maybe we look to move on from him. It could be a possibility. We're paying him a whole lot of money. He is a 96, so we can't really complain. We'll see if he can go back up to superstar after this year. But 28 years old, he's making about... He's going to be making $30 million in about 3 years here. I mean, it's a good contract for a 99 overall edge rusher, but he doesn't produce a whole lot of sacks. We might be able to find somebody just a little bit better. Patrick Queen, 102 solo tackles, 4 interceptions, 9 deflections. Was absolutely ridiculous at the middle linebacker position. Had 3 weeks in a row where he had player of the weeks. Cameron Curl, 3 interceptions. I think I've been calling him Cayman this whole time. It's Cameron. I'm bugging. I'm sorry. Greg Newsome, 3 interceptions as well, and Patrick Queen. Not a whole lot of takeaways this year. Completely okay. I also want to check real quick on the kick return. Longest kick return, 29 yards. No touchdowns. How about off punt? Uh, no. Didn't do a whole lot of that. Uh, it's all right. We weren't really looking to do anything huge in kick or punt return. We get the number 1 seed locked up 15-2. The only other team that came close was the 49ers, who lose, and we have 3 9-win teams. We're playing an under 500 team in the Rams, which should be super interesting. Puka Nacua there. I'm completely assuming Aaron Donald is off the team. Um, of course, you guys know the drill. Being the divisional round, we are going to sim this as fast as possible. And I will cut to the end of the game. Well, very nearly lost there. Rams put up a good fight, I'm not going to lie. I mean, made it close within their last drive. 24-19, we're moving on to the conference championship. And our reward, the 9-8 New Orleans Saints. Chris Olave is X Factor, 96 overall. Marshawn Lattimore, I'm sure, is up there just as well. We have a snowy game in Washington. We're going to be super simming this. Not going to be cutting it up for you guys. We're probably going to get through this. Well, actually, I'm not going to jinx it. Yeah, because we're already about to go down here. 7-3. Interesting stuff. We go up 10-7. God, so many yellows. I don't even understand. Whatever. We're able to drive downfield, make it 17-7. This might be one of the most unentertaining games of all time. I'm not really sure why there's so many yellows. I'm pretty sure because people just keep getting sacked, or there's a lot of flags. Either way, first and goal. We're gonna go up 24-14. Still not able to stop the Saints though. 4th and 10. They kick the field goal. But they're not going to be able to get any stops, and we're just going to kneel it out here, it looks like. 24-17 is the final. We're going to be moving on to our second Super Bowl of the sim. Well, in a year, the Chiefs were the 6th seed. They won 7-6 to beat out the Titans, 42-35 to beat out the Jets, and of course 28-14 to beat out the Raiders, to bring us back to this beautiful rivalry. Commanders, Chiefs once again in the Super Bowl. This time, a little bit worse of a defense for KC. They're coming in with a 95 offense. Absolutely stacked. However, I don't think you can get much better than what we got going on over on this team. This is the last year I'm going to do, guys. We'll give a whole outro spiel on that in a minute. Literally, though, I do not believe you can get any better in Madden than this. Maybe if our players regularly overalled were better. I mean, Drake May isn't even up. He's a 99. Pollard would be a 92. Of course, our whole line would be a little bit more down, but it's pretty much as good as you can get. Look at the defense here. Absolutely ridiculous. Cameron Curl. Sorry. When did he jump up to superstar? This week? Went up to superstar. Is this the week they all go up in dev treat? Maybe it is. And maybe I'm bugging. Sam Cosme, though, won another lineman of the year. Should go up to superstar as well after this game. Fant, superstar, just went up this week, I believe, as well. Yes, went up to superstar. So, ridiculous stuff to see from these players. They've been absolutely great. Not going to give you a whole spiel. 90s at every position, 90 pluses, 99s everywhere you look. It is so good to see. We could spend more franchise points. We're not going to cheat, though. Well, it's not really cheating. It is part of the game. Let's go ahead. Let's hop in. Let's hopefully beat the Chiefs. All right. You guys get a little cool intro to the Super Bowl there. Um, no introduction needed for the team we are playing. We stopped them first. Not always a good sign, though. As we say, we go up 7-0 to start against the Chiefs. It's Kansas City, though. Come on now. We come up with an interception. That is huge. Go up 14-0. I am not expecting this team to roll over and die. As we go up 21-0. It's Patrick Mahomes, though. They come back. They usually come back. Yeah. Okay, 24-7. They're getting somewhere. We go up 31-7 before half. We are up 37-7 against the Chiefs here. I'm expecting them to at least put up some type of fight here. 38-22 into the fourth quarter. They actually stop us. Are able to get back downfield. Not really go anywhere with it, though. We're just going to pretty much run the clock out at this point. We're actually going to score one more time. 44-22. We get an interception on Patrick Mahomes. And you guys know what that means. An absolute blowout in the Super Bowl. I'm not even sure which one this is. Maybe 60, maybe 61. Could not tell you. Is that the Vikings up on the scoreboard? Maybe we're playing in Minneapolis. Should also be a weird spot because I'm pretty sure every Super Bowl is supposed to be played in Dallas now. Super confused. Maybe I'm not bugging. Maybe I am. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. On God. No way we're playing in Minneapolis, man. I can't tell if that's Drake May or not. Because sometimes he is not white. We'll just put it that way. Outstanding game from both quarterbacks. However, Patrick Mahomes, we had to send you to your grave. Just one more time. Just one more time before we called it quits here. Make sure we upgrade all these players before we get out of here. We'll go to the season recap for you guys. Already showed you all the stats, though. All the good stuff from this season. 2028 season recap. Drake May, once again, a Super Bowl MVP. Two-time Super Bowl MVP. Two-time Super Bowl champion. We get no awards. Wow. Of course, because it's Madden. Well, guys, it literally doesn't get any better than that. We cannot renegotiate with anybody at this point. I'm going to attempt to do anything I really could, you know what I mean, to get them back on the team. With that being said, though, if you guys did enjoy this, remember to leave a like and let me know if you want to see more of this in the future. Be a big help. This was only 5 years. We want to keep it short. We don't want to make it too long for you guys because I've never done one of these videos, especially on Madden. You guys did kind of like the 2K video? I don't know. Some people like the 2K video. Some people watched it, but, you know, is what it is at that point. not gonna worry about it too much. Had really fun building this team. I could always sim it another 10 years, give players some long contracts. We'll see. You know what I mean? It's completely up to you guys down in the comments. So let me know. Um, take one more look. We'll log off on this team. 2 Super Bowls. Two. That is very good. Not better than our 2K sim. I'll say that. Actually, maybe it was better than our 2K sim. Yeah, definitely was. We only won one in that. Not really sure why Madden trolled us in that middle year there, but hey, not bad, not bad. Definitely a good rebuild for sure.